Is it all right if I upload this to YouTube? Because I do YouTube. You don't have to say yes, obviously.
Yeah, you can do it. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Hello guys, Absolute Duelist here, coming at you with, well, another match from the One Piece regionals that I played in the RNT online One Piece regional. Now, obviously, as again, you cannot upload your videos onto the channel of the games you played unless you get express permission from your opponent, which I had at the beginning of this video, as you guys saw. That is just to ensure that the opponents know that, and also RNT don't, tell me off, telling me you couldn't have uploaded that, please take it down, because they gave me permission, so that's your feel of it. So we only have rounds 5 to 6 on the channel for this, guys. So let's go ahead and get into this. So this is me, the lore player, playing my lovely lore deck against a Doflamingo deck. And I'm just offering my opponent what dice they want to roll right now, of course, giving them the choice of dice to roll. And we're going to roll. I believe she chose the Doflamingo dice because she is playing Doflamingo herself. And we both rolled the same number. I think she got a 6 and then I got a 3, or the other way around. Can't remember. We'll find out by how many Don is on the board. So let's go ahead and see how this game goes. Looking at our hand, I think this is a keep. So we do choose to keep this hand. We look at the top 5 and, well, we put the top 4 life down, and we are going first, paying 1 to play a Bonnie and passing turn. The Doflamingo player does get 2, it plays a Perona, looking at the top 5 cards of her deck. And guys, this is round 6, I might add. We are both X1, so Doflamingo, still very good deck, guys. It's still an amazingly good deck for the game in general. So if you guys want to play Doflamingo, you can still do it. So the Doflamingo player passes after that. We go ahead and swing into life for 5. They choose to counter it, and we're going to see how we play it. So we rest 2, play a Dan looking at the top 5 cards. We saw a Makinov and a Dagura. This is actually a tech card that I was playing for the regional guys, because technically with this card, if you go second, you can lore on turn 2, but Dagura is actually insane because it means that you can play 1-drops for free, meaning you waste less Don, which is very useful in the lore deck. Like, the more characters you can get out, the faster, the better, right? Like, if you have 2 1-drops and one of them is Dagura, it means that's 2 Don, 1 Don saved, right? So very, very strong card overall in my opinion. But the Doflamingo player is going to swing into life for 7, and she's going to play the top card, which is a Gecko Moria, and we do choose to take the life. We're not going to counter for 7 up this early on. She plays another Perona. Looking at the top couple of cards, don't know if that was super correct to play at that point, because you already knew what the top 4 cards were, right? But nonetheless, still a good option, just so you can stack your deck in a different order. Maybe you see the board in a different way, so you just continue playing there. So it looks like for turn we might have gotten that Blocker Lore, the very, very good card there. We play Otama, decrease the Gecko Moria, so we can go ahead and deal with that very easily. And we're going to go ahead and use Bonnie's effect, looking at the top 5, and we grab a Basil Hawkins. Absolutely insane card against Doflamingo. Being able to just swing multiple times to deal with a lot of cards on the board is absolutely insane, especially seeing as Doflamingo, once they get their ramp started of tons of characters, it's going to be very hard for you to play. So very good to deal with that. But let's go ahead and see if the Doflamingo player wants to keep this Gecko Moria alive, because we did play the Otama and decreased it by 2k. She chooses to let it die to the Dadan of 4k, and we're going to pay 1 Don to go ahead and play a Chopper. And then we're probably going to play 2 to go ahead and shambles out the lore in our hand with the Zoro that I can see as well. So let's go ahead and see what we do. So we go ahead and shambles here. We go ahead and return the Otama, play the lore, and then the lore's going to return the Bonnie. Okay. And what are we going to play? We're going to play the lore, as I said, and we're going to swing, sorry, the Zoro, as I said. We're going to swing 5 into life. She chooses to take it, and then we swing 5 into life again. Going ahead and just dealing with the board there, making sure that we can hit them, get as much life as we can, or just take away cards from the Doflamingo player's hand. Because, as I said, they play a lot from the top of their deck, and you need to be able to decrease their hand, because they're always going to have a large hand against you otherwise. So Doflamingo player does take the 2 Don, and it looks like they're just considering. They're going to 3,000 Worlds our lore. That's one of the best removals in blue, guys. It can go ahead and put any 5 cost or less to the bottom of the deck. One of the reasons why blue is still a very, very strong deck. And it looks like she's going to swing 2 into the Dagura with the Perona, stopping me from getting that free advantage. Makes sense. Like, that's one of the good things as well with Dagura, guys. He's essentially a blocker. So it's because they just don't want you to get that free advantage, right? So she swings 7 into life, not using a Don, and we're going to go ahead and block that with the Chopper. Okay, so we've got our Don now, free life, draw for turn. We've got the Bonnie, so we can look at the top 5 to hopefully hit a Trafalgar Law. But we're going to have to see what we get. So we play the Bonnie, rest. Let's see what we get off the top 5. We got another Basil Hawkins, so we're not going to be playing another Blocker Law this turn from the looks of it. Okay, so we rest 2 more. Goes ahead and plays a Dadan, looking at the top 5. We hit a Nami, so I think we're going to take that. We do choose to take it, as I thought. And we're probably going to rest 1 to go ahead and play it, so then we can go ahead and shambles out. So play the Bonnie, and no hits. So we've whiffed a bit. Like, we don't always need to hit, but we do need to hit when we need the important parts, right? So we go ahead and swing 3 into the Piranha. Rest 2. Going ahead and returning the Dadan, playing the Basil Hawkins. And then we swing 5 into life. Will she counter? Nope, we swing another 5 into life. Are you going to counter this time? She chooses to counter with a Kaya. So chooses to take 1, but lose another. Okay, so she goes up to 8 Don here. Okay. Looks like she's just thinking of the resources, where she wants to assign Don. Like, it's an interesting choice on where to go here. Like, you have a lot of options, especially for a Doflamingo player. Like, the best play is obviously going to always be put 2 onto your Doflamingo, swing for 7, and play a character from the top of your deck. But it looks like she's thinking if she wants to go 4-3-1. So she could play a Blocker Law or a Perona, play a 4-cost character, and also just ensure that the Doflamingo hits. So what's the play that she wants to do here? So she puts 1 onto the Perona and swings into the Bonnie for free. Not a bad idea, because it means I can't just drop a 2k counter to keep the Bonnie alive. We do let the Bonnie die as well. Goes ahead and plays a Blocker Doflamingo, looking at the top 5 to reorganize the top. That's good in general. Okay. So let's see, what might she get off the top of the deck then? Like, there's tons of cards she could potentially get. She could get another Gecko Moria. She could get the return Gecko Moria from the graveyard. She could get a Boa Hancock. She could get a Bartholomew Kuma. She could get a lot of different cards here. So she's putting 3 onto the Doflamingo, swinging into, I think it was the Zoro, if I'm not mistaken. We do choose to double counter, and we go ahead and just go up to 9 Don, restanding all of our stuff. Alright, so what's the play here? I think one of the plays is definitely going to be swing the Basil Hawkins into that Boa Hancock, just so we can get a double swing with the Boa. With the Basil Hawkins. So we swing for 2 into the Perona. Then we're going to put 2 onto Dadan and swing into Dadan into life. I think that's a misplay on my part. Should have probably swung with the Zoro. She goes ahead and 1k counters. Now we swing 5 into the Doflamingo again. Okay. Like, we have a lot of choices here. Like, we haven't even swung with the Basil Hawkins yet. She's currently debating if she wants to counter the Zoro. She does counter the Zoro. Alright. So we go ahead and put 1 onto the Hawkins, and we swing 7 into the Boa Hancock, I believe. So just so we can go ahead and make sure that Hancock's gone. We restand the Basil Hawkins, and then we swing into life. She chooses to take it. Okay. Then we're just looking at Grave, making sure we take the right thing to play. We play the Dadan. Looking at the top 5, we take a Otama. Very good choice there. 2k counters are always going to be useful. And how are we going to play this? So we've got 4 Don active. So we could definitely shamble still. So we're going to go ahead and use it, returning the Zoro to hand. Playing another Basil Hawkins. Swing for 7 into life. She chooses to take it. I think that puts her onto 1 life, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Oh, and she's got some really nice Don. Yeah, I noticed that it was a Jinbei, and I thought it was a Robin, but it's actually a Chopper Don as well. Chopper Don looks so nice, guys. I hope I pull that in the packs that I get for entering this event, which will be uploaded on the channel, guys. Don't worry. You will be seeing the comp that I get in, like, shorts. So let's go ahead and see what this Doflamingo player is going to do. What is the play here? She's currently just debating. Like, where is the right option to go here? Like, you could kill the Basil Hawkins. You could kill the low-costing characters. But I'm on 3 life. You're on 1. She's on 10. So what she could do is, if she's got Dracula Mihawk, she can go ahead and get rid of one of them. I think she's going to swing 6 into... Oh, she swung 6 into the Dan. I thought she was going to swing into the Basil Hawkins, but I think I'll just counter that. So I guess it makes sense to get rid of the Dan. And she's going to go ahead and Dracula Mihawk, getting rid of the Basil Hawkins. And we're going to restand all of our characters. So we draw for turn. Looking at our hand, we've got a lot of plays. Like, we still got the Zoro as well, which is just really good. So we're going to start off with a Brook, putting 2 onto the Basil and swinging 8 into lead. Okay. She's going to go ahead and counter for 4. We're going to swing 5 into lead. She counters for 1. We swing another 5 into lead. Counters for 1 again. Okay, so it looks like we're going to think here. Resting 3 to play the Zoro. Swinging 5 into life. Okay. Like, what's the correct play here? Like, it looks like we've got the Rush Luffy in hand as well, so we could technically swing for another 7. No, we just put 3 onto the Nami and swing into life. And she counters for 1. If we just played the Rush Luffy in our hand, we instantly won this game as well. Kind of a misplay on my part, because, like, she only had 1 card in hand, so I definitely made a misplay there on my end. I could have just ended the game there, but I think she does just choose to scoop here. We look at our life, we have some very good life here, and guys, that's the game. Thank you so much for watching. It was a great game, great playing her. She was a lovely person, and yeah, I hope you did enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in round 7. And remember, don't upload your matches if you ain't got permission for your opponent. Later all.